Have you ever wondered why humans exist at all? Not why civilization exists. Not why cities exist. Why you exist. Because if one event had gone differently 66 million years ago, there is a very good chance that humans would never have appeared on Earth. No smartphones. No history. No languages. No families. No human civilization. Nothing. To understand why, we need to travel back to a world that looked completely different from our own. A world ruled by giants. For more than 160 million years, dinosaurs dominated the planet. They lived on every continent. Some were small enough to fit in your hands. Others were longer than a basketball court. They filled nearly every major ecological role imaginable. Hunters, herbivores, scavengers, runners, swimmers, even flyers. If you had somehow stepped into that world, dinosaurs would have seemed unstoppable. And in many ways, they were. They survived volcanic eruptions, changing climates, rising and falling sea levels, entire continents drifting apart. Generation after generation, dinosaurs remained the rulers of Earth. Meanwhile, the ancestors of humans were almost invisible. They were tiny mammals. Most were no larger than a mouse. Many lived in burrows. Many were active at night. They spent their lives avoiding larger predators. If you saw one, you probably wouldn't think it had much of a future. Yet hidden inside those small mammals was a possibility. A possibility that would eventually lead to monkeys, apes, and humans. But there was a problem. The dinosaurs were too successful. When one group dominates an ecosystem, there is often little room for competitors to expand. Large dinosaurs controlled most of the major environments. The giant plant eaters consumed enormous amounts of vegetation. Large predators sat at the top of food chains. The world already had rulers. And mammals remained in the shadows. Then everything changed in a single day. Around 66 million years ago, an asteroid roughly 12 kilometers wide slammed into Earth. It struck near what is now the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. The impact released more energy than billions of nuclear bombs. The explosion was almost beyond imagination. The shockwave raced across the planet. Massive earthquakes shook the ground. Wildfires spread across huge regions. Molten debris blasted into the atmosphere. But the immediate destruction was only the beginning. Dust, ash, and particles filled the sky. Sunlight was blocked. Temperatures dropped. Photosynthesis began to fail. Plants died. Food chains collapsed. And when food chains collapse, even the largest animals struggled to survive. For months and perhaps years, much of Earth's ecosystem was in crisis. The dinosaurs that had ruled the world for over 160 million years suddenly faced a disaster they could not overcome. Most of them disappeared. Not gradually. Not because they became weak. Not because mammals defeated them. They were simply caught in one of the most devastating events in Earth's history. Yet something remarkable happened. Some creatures survived. Small mammals, birds, crocodilians, turtles, and many other resilient species managed to endure the catastrophe. Why? Part of the answer may be size. Smaller animals generally need less food. Many could hide underground. Some could survive on a wider variety of resources. They were not necessarily stronger. They were simply better suited to a broken world. And when the dust finally settled, Earth looked very different. The giants were gone. Suddenly, ecological space opened everywhere. Forests, grasslands, rivers, coastlines. Opportunities appeared that had not existed before. For the first time in millions of years, mammals could expand into roles that dinosaurs once occupied. Some became larger. Some became faster. Some became smarter. Evolution began experimenting on a massive scale. Within a few million years, mammals diversified into countless forms. Some returned to the oceans and became whales. Others evolved wings and became bats. Others developed powerful social behaviors and larger brains. Eventually, one branch of these mammals became primates. Primates developed grasping hands, forward-facing eyes, complex social groups, and growing intelligence. Millions of years later came apes, then early human ancestors, and finally, Homo sapiens, us. This is where the story takes an unexpected turn. The asteroid did not create humans. It never aimed to create humans. In fact, evolution has no plan, no destination, no grand design. The asteroid simply changed the rules of the game. It removed the dominant players and created opportunities for others. If the asteroid had missed Earth entirely, scientists cannot say exactly what would have happened. Maybe dinosaurs would still dominate many environments. Maybe mammals would remain small. Maybe intelligence would evolve in a completely different direction. Or maybe another catastrophe would eventually change everything. Nobody knows. But many researchers agree on one thing. The world that produced humans was shaped by the extinction of the dinosaurs. Without that extinction, our evolutionary path would have looked very different. And perhaps it would never have happened at all. That realization changes how we think about our place in history. Humanity often feels inevitable. Looking backward, it can seem as though civilization was destined to appear. But it wasn't. Our existence depends on a chain of events stretching back hundreds of millions of years. Tiny creatures surviving in the shadows. Mass extinctions. Climate shifts. Random mutations. Countless generations. And one asteroid arriving at exactly the wrong place and exactly the right time. The next time you look up at the night sky, remember this. 66 million years ago, something fell from that darkness. It ended the age of the dinosaurs. But in doing so, it opened the door for mammals. For primates. For humans. For every city, every story, every invention, every dream. The dinosaurs did not die so humans could exist. But because they died, humans got the chance. And that chance changed the world forever.